Nick Reiner believes he's the target of a conspiracy, but now the walls are closing in from inside his own family. According to the Daily Mail, Nick's siblings, Jake and Romy Reiner, have made a unanimous decision to cut him off financially, refusing to bankroll his mounting legal bills. Sources say the move has full backing from the wider Reiner family. The shift comes just days after high-powered defense attorney Alan Jackson abruptly stepped away from the case. An insider told the Daily Mail he did this himself. He can deal with the consequences himself. Family sources say Jake and Romy are disgusted by the allegations that Nick murdered their parents, legendary director Rob Reiner and Michelle Singer Reiner, who were stabbed to death in their Los Angeles home on December 14. Nick did this himself. He can deal with the consequences himself. Rob and Michelle have always been generous with their money to their kids, so he has always had money and should have some in his account, insider told the Daily Mail. A source told the Daily Mail he's accused of taking their parents. Now, should he take their inheritance so he can get free from the consequences? That's what everyone's reaction has been. It's not like the Reiners or their nearest and dearest turn their backs on a family member or anyone close to them. But this is different. This is incomprehensible. The disgust over Nick's alleged despicable act is felt by everyone, and the inclination to spend millions on his defense is just not there, a source told the Daily Mail. Despite deep hesitation, the siblings reportedly concluded this was different, incomprehensible, as one source put it. Nick's case is now in the hands of the LA County Public Defender as the family steps away for good.
Outside the Clara Shortridge Foltz Criminal Justice Center in downtown Los Angeles, cameras rolled as Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan Hochman delivered a blunt message that cut through the noise left behind by defense lawyer Alan Jackson's sudden exit.
We are fully confident that a jury will convict Nick Reiner beyond a reasonable doubt of the brutal murders of his parents, Rob Reiner and Michelle Singer Reiner, and do so unanimously. Thank you very much.
That declaration came just moments after Jackson, one of the most powerful defense attorneys in the country, walked away from the case, leaving behind unanswered questions, legal shockwaves, and a courtroom suddenly scrambling for direction. Jackson, who had stood at the same microphones earlier, made one final claim before stepping aside.
And you can take this to the bank, is that pursuant to the laws of this state, pursuant to the law in California, Nick Reiner is not guilty of murder. Print that. Print that.
Two statements, same courthouse, opposite realities, and now the fight over which version sticks has officially begun. Wednesday's court hearing was expected to be procedural, a step toward a formal plea. Instead, it detonated into one of the most dramatic days of the case so far. Alan Jackson, a name synonymous with high-profile defense battles, abruptly withdrew as Reiner's attorney. Jackson offered no explanation.
Good morning. As you know, my name is Alan Jackson. This morning, I had to withdraw as Nick Reiner's counsel. Circumstances beyond our control, but more importantly, circumstances beyond Nick's control, have dictated that sadly, it's made it impossible for us to continue our representation of Nick. I'm legally and I'm ethically prohibited from explaining all the reasons why. I know that's a question on everybody's mind. We expect the public defender to step in. They've already been appointed and very capably protect Nick Reiner's interests as he moves forward through the system. But be clear, be very, very clear about this. My team and I remain deeply, deeply committed to Nick Reiner and to his best interests. In fact, we know, we're not just convinced, we know that the legal process will reveal the true facts of the circumstances surrounding this case, Nick's case. You know, a lot's been printed of late, over the last 3 weeks. A lot has been printed. Printed about Nick, printed about his family, printed about the circumstances. Speculation is in print. On December 15th, in the early morning hours, I was in New York at the time, and I got a call. Me and my team, we dropped everything. And for the last 3 weeks, we have devoted literally every waking hour to protecting Nick and his interests. We've investigated this matter top to bottom, back to front. What we've learned, and you can take this to the bank, is that pursuant to the laws of this state, pursuant to the law in California, Nick Reiner is not guilty of murder. Print that. Print that. We wish him the very, very best moving forward. And that's all I have today.
How did they take you?
According to well-placed sources cited by Deadline, Reiner's lack of financial resources may have played a decisive role. Jackson is a partner at Worksman, Jackson & Quinn LLP, a firm known for representing defendants with deep pockets. Sources say Reiner may no longer be able to afford a prolonged, high-cost defense. As rumors circulated throughout the week about a possible insanity plea, District Attorney Hochman declined to confirm whether prosecutors would seek the death penalty or life without parole. Sources tell Deadline that Reiner's siblings and other family members are opposed to the death penalty. The family itself has chosen silence. In a statement provided to Deadline, a spokesperson said the Reiner family have the utmost trust in the legal process and will not comment further on matters related to the legal proceedings. We have the utmost trust in the legal process and will not comment further on matters related to the legal proceedings, Reiner family spokesperson told Deadline. With Jackson gone, the case was swiftly reassigned. Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Teresa McGonigal ordered the matter transferred to the Public Defender's Office, appointing attorney Kimberly Green to represent Nick Reiner, effective immediately.
Mr. Bailey raises a very sage point. I'm under a protective order not to provide our discovery to anybody else. That would protect.
And we will serve a copy of that on the Public Defender's Office, along with the discovery we provide.
Yes, the court ordered that order. Back on the record in People versus Nick Reiner, case number 25 CJC F08098.
Good morning, Kimberly Green, GREENE.
Green acknowledged just how sudden the transition was. She told reporters she had only about 30 seconds to speak with Reiner as the courtroom situation unfolded.
I only spoke to Mr. Reiner for about 30 seconds this morning. I have no comment about his mental state. I have not.
Later, the Public Defender's Office released a formal statement following the conclusion of court proceedings and the dueling press conferences. As of now, a further hearing is scheduled for February 23rd in downtown Los Angeles, where Nick Reiner is expected to enter a formal plea. Nick Reiner, son of acclaimed filmmaker Rob Reiner and photographer Michelle Singer Reiner, is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder with special circumstances in the stabbing deaths of their parents in West Los Angeles home. Prosecutors allege both victims died from multiple sharp force injuries inside their West Brentwood home. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner confirmed the cause of death in records later sealed following a court order requested by the LAPD. The killings occurred on the first night of Hanukkah. Nick Reiner was arrested by LAPD just hours later and placed into custody. At the time, he had been living in a guest house on his parents' Brentwood property. Sources say he had struggled with addiction for years prior to the incident.